Wow.
Okay, so welcome back to Fabric Chicks Live. Third time is a charm, I hear. Uh, we are still just a white screen on my end. So we're having a little bit of technical difficulties today. It is Monday, September 22nd. We are in Gardnerville, Nevada, which is by South Lake Tahoe, Carson City, Reno area. Welcome everybody back. Sorry that it is so confusing today. We have one of our filming devices, our main filming device, is not working. So Devin's trying to figure out. Oh, you just had it. You just had it. Push that button again. Push some button. It just went. Oh, nope, it's just a photo of me. Huh. Okay, so thank you. Hopefully everybody joins us again. We do have some fun stuff today. While we're kind of waiting for everybody to join, I really want to thank Victor for staying on top of what Quilt Show Reno and our group is doing with the So Powerful purses. We are making purses for girls in Africa. These are the purses. If you didn't download the pattern and you need one, I do. When we had the sew-a-thon the other day, somehow a few of the pattern copies were printed. They're kind of thick, but I do have a couple of extra ones. So if you need it, if you haven't started making your purses yet and you want to, I do have a few of the extra patterns. So just type that in and we'll get them in your boxes. Thank you for sharing, Sue. We love it when you share these lives so that we can help build this crazy community that we've created. We have a box unveiling, but Devin, I don't know, for some reason, my phone, which is what we've been videoing on because we've broken all our tripods that hold our iPad. So we've been using my phone because that's the only tripod we have that works, and we're probably on our fifth or sixth. Here, let me write your girls' names down. Sue and Laura. Okay. We're probably on like our sixth tripod. We literally have tripod parts, bodies all over the shop. Like everywhere I look, we've got parts of tripods, but we cannot seem to order a new part for the part we need. So we have to buy a whole new tripod. So anyways, that's a long-winded story. Just an update. Devin and I went to 2 quilt shows on Friday. So we drove about 8 hours. Sis, I know. Well, we're back. So Friday we went to the Sonora Quilt Show and we went to the Auburn Quilt Show, and it was a lot of fun. We saw a lot of friends and customers, and so it was kind of fun catching up. We saw vendors. The quilts, as always, are amazing. But I think as a quilting community, my observation is that we really, really need to support the guilds and the shows when they have shows. We really need to support them. There's the photo. We really need to support them so that they can continue to keep doing them. I know, and there was a very limited amount of vendors at Auburn, I think, had 7 vendors, and Sonora had a few more vendors, but it wasn't like when I used to be a vendor at the guild shows. We literally, my girlfriends and I, we all had booths, and we took so much stuff that, well, you know how we set up our booth. So it really was fun to go shopping, but I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know if it's the economy or what. I just think that it's really hard to put on a quilt show. It costs a lot of money. It takes a lot of effort, and we're all getting older. So we just need to make a concerted effort to make sure that we participate when something is offered, that we participate so that we can keep them going. I know that next month, Ironstone Quilters in Murphy's has a show, if you guys are in that area. There's a show in Santa Clara next week. There is the Rusty Barnes. If you guys are familiar with Quilt Craft Sew Festival, Rusty Barnes has a big vendor show next Thursday, Friday, Saturday at the Pleasanton Fairgrounds in the Bay Area. In Pennsylvania, we still get lots of vendors. Terracotta, I'm going to tell you, that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that the East Coast is so different than the West Coast. Like Road to Virginia and QuiltCon on the East Coast, I hear the vendors say that it's like the best shows they go to. Then they come to those same shows on the West Coast, and it's not anything like it was on the East Coast. So we have to do our part as consumers and quilt lovers to make sure that we support the events that are happening. Kathleen, welcome. I'm glad you made it. Kathleen, I did get a text. Are you available tomorrow for dinner? I know it's been kind of a crazy week for us. So I read your text and then I forgot about it, but I just saw your name, so I remembered. I heard quilt shows aren't doing well all over. I was told by the quilt store near me they're looking not buying. Susan, I kind of feel the same way. I feel like when people are coming into the shop, they're not really buying. They want to be inspired and they want to buy a fat quarter or two, but they're not buying like they used to. But we all have so much. So I totally get it. We all have so much. So we got to sew more, use up what we have so that we can buy more and keep all the shops and all of the shows in business. But I do think it's kind of the economy at the moment. I mean, I opened my shop in 2009, which was a horrible economy, and we thrived, and we're still here. I mean, you just can't get rid of us. Anyways, so Devin has the camera working now, so we're going to, as soon as he gets a swig of his milk out of his gallon bucket, we're going to flip the camera over to the phone. We're going to do a box unveiling, and then we're going to show you guys some of, here, so while we're waiting for him, everyone use your, Susan, I cannot recommend it enough. Everybody use your stash so we can move on to new and better things. Use up your stash. And like Eleanor Peace Bailey said when she was a keynote speaker, and I could not call the lady back and tell her what Eleanor said because I was like 17 and I was so embarrassed. But now as a grown up and a mature adult, what Eleanor said has stuck with me all these years, and it's so true. What Eleanor said was, if you have fabric stuffed in bins under the bed, in the closet, if you've got fabric stashed in bins, you literally will never use it, most likely, because you don't even see it. It's under the bed. And what you bought 30 years ago, you don't love anymore. You have different colors and whatnot. So really purge, donate it, or use it up. You can do community quilts or whatnot, use it for linings or backings of quilts. Because if you've got bins stuffed everywhere, you're suffering from creative constipation. And I thought Eleanor was crazy when she said that, but in reality, it's a very, very true, because you know that you've got all that fabric, so you kind of don't want to buy new fabric, but you don't love that fabric anymore. So that fabric already served a purpose when you bought it. Peggy, you can always give it to me and I'll auction it off to somebody who needs it. You really, and I know I can't really even preach this because if you guys saw my upstairs, I am totally suffering from creative constipation. But as I get older and I get wiser, I realize that I want to sew with what I really want to sew with, not necessarily what I bought that I could afford when I first started quilting back in the early 90s. So sometimes I open up those tubs upstairs and I think, I'm really never going to make that. All my girlfriends, Joanne and all my girlfriends back in the day, we bought reproduction 1940s fabrics and the 30s and the 40s fabrics. And we were all going to make king size wedding ring quilts. Well, I've come to the conclusion I'm not ever going to make a wedding ring quilt, let alone a king size wedding ring quilt. So I really need to take that bin and just repurpose it, auction it off or something. Sis, I wonder the same thing. How in the world can you look at the new fabrics and not buy? They are very tempting. Okay, so that's enough of my lecture today. Just remember to support your local quilt shops, support the quilt shows, support everything in the quilting industry so that we can keep going. 4-H in schools or you? Well, you can always donate it to Fabric Chicks. I do not even know that 4-H still has a program. I've not heard of the program anytime recently. And I think you would have to find a teacher at the school that would be willing to take it. I have heard that you can talk to the community center. There is somebody there who might be willing to put together projects. But I really don't know, Kathleen, where you can donate it besides to Fabric Chicks. We seem to be saving the world from the fabric from going to the dumps. Okay, anyways, we all have so much, Kathleen. Okay, so we are putting together kits for the cute little cornucopia. These are all fruits and vegetables, so you can do embroidery on the leaves. We've got apples and pears, and I don't know, maybe this is a turnip or a beet or something. We have squash and string beans, and this is one of my favorites, the corn. Look at the corn in the cob. And this one is by far my favorite, the peas. So we do have a Veggies of the Month Club. It's going to be 2 Mondays at 5:30. The kits are all ready to put into your packet. And it's going to be September 29th, 5:30 to 7. So September 29th, 5:30 to 7. October 27th, 5:30 to 7. And then November 15th, a Saturday, 10 to 3. So if you want to do the Veggies of the Month, we have them all kitted up like this. This is what Devin was doing all day today, probably why he was running behind getting the film cameras all ready. When you talk about your age, you sound like Cliff. Cliff's one of our friends we hike with, and he always says he's 86. Like we have to go slower because he's 86. His pacemaker's going to give out. Hey, Angie, do you know he doesn't even have a pacemaker? He was just pulling our leg about the pacemaker. Anyhow, so if you want, the kits are going to look like this. Everything you need but the polyfill is in them. The directions are there, and the whole three classes plus all of the fabric is going to be $50. So if you want to join us, the 3 classes plus the kits are going to be $50. And there will be, the very last day, we're going to do a cornucopia where you wrap the rope and then make the cornucopia. So if you want to do that, $125 is for the class and the kit for all of the veggies and fruits. Okay, we're going to do a box opening. Devin's going to follow me in here. Bring your extra fabric to Best Retreat. For sure. Bring your extra fabric to the retreat. We can always throw it on a big table in the back, and people can take what they want, leave what they don't. Whatever gets left, I usually bring back and auction off. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Hang on a second. Devin's going to, what?
You got to fix it.
What am I fixing? Add you to the stage? Okay, hang on a second. Okay, Devin's going to take us on a little tour, and we are going to go do a box opening. He did cheat. He didn't know I was saving this for you guys. Hang on a second. Look at our guard dog here. We're interrupting her nap. Okay. So Devin did open one box. I know it's always fun to see what's coming in. Not too much anymore. Oh, it's another one of those beautiful Northcott lines. So the watercolory, it's called The Great Outdoors Mountain Scene. And I'm not sure who the designer is, but hang on a second. Well, I don't know. Here's mountains and this is seashells, but let's see here. There's a pattern. Ew. So for quilt shops, and I know everybody asks me this, for quilt shops, they send us a cheater panel, but you actually have to piece it. So here is the quilt that goes with this fabric line. So here it is. I think I do kind of remember this one. Devon's like, Mom, why did you order more fabric? But I do kind of remember this. I think you guys will like it. It's a little bit of everything. Here, I'm gonna hold up the photo. You'll be able to see it better. So it goes from mountains to desert, to the ocean. So kind of a cute little mural. But if you only wanted to do the mountain panel, you could. If you only wanted to do the deserty panel, you could. Or if you only wanted to do the oceany panel, you could. So those will be little samples that we'll have. I might cut this quilt into those four because you can always add them together, but it gives you the idea that you can. But I like how it flows. See how it flows into the next block? So you've got the ocean flowing into here, and then you've got the desert flowing into there. So that's kind of nice. So that is all the bolts. Well, you get the idea. Okay, we'll have it ready for you on Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Okay, let's see what we have for today. Let me move that out. If you want to do the Veggies of the Month Club, 2 Mondays, 5:30 to 7, and then a Saturday. And if you get them all finished in advance, because some of them are super easy, if you get them finished in advance, you can always work on something else. Okay, here's a question I had for you guys for Wednesday. I have a bucket of all of these beautiful fabrics. So they're kind of like, I want to say they're batiks, but I'm not sure how they were processed. This is like a border print. But I have a whole bucket of these. This says 4 Purple Rains Tic-Tac-Toe. But what I'm wondering is, how would you guys like to purchase these? Would you rather me sell, if I only have a 1 yard cut, would you rather me sell a 1 yard cut? Or would you rather me sell, or would you rather, these are border prints, or would you rather me sell, me to make fat quarter bundles to sell to you? So just type in whether you would rather do 1 yard cuts or whether you would like to do fat quarter bundles. Here's a hand painted and 100% cotton 2.5 yards fabric by Bold Over Batiks, made in Malaysia. So we have a bunch of this. I think it's kind of a really very unique fabrics. This one's called Borders Galore, hand painted, color fast, and 100% cotton, 1 yard piece, fabric by Simply Cotton and Silk. So just a little teaser for what we're going to do on Wednesday. Fat quarter bundles and 1 yard cuts. 1 yard. Okay. Okay. I will have the girls, maybe these bigger ones we'll leave in 1 yards, and then these like go with it, so we might do in smaller pieces. Okay, we'll think about that. We'll have that for sale on Wednesday. All bundled up for Wednesday. Okay. By the piece. Oh, that will take us so long, Terracotta. We'll be here all day. Okay, so we do have a fabric line today for sale. Devin is really going to be upset when he sees what I put on sale today, because it means that he's going to have to fill it in the morning. But we have this panel here, It is a cute little Halloween cat. You got a two big cats here, and you got the old Halloween, kind of like the mansion from Disneyland. S114 is $10. S114 is $10. It's kind of unique for a Halloween quilt. It's not necessarily orange and black, but you've got a lot of blue and yellow. You could put little people or ghosts in the windows, and you could decorate it with some Halloween lights. There's a lot of things you could do with it. Super fun. We do have some go with it fabrics. If you want the collection, we have it at $10 a yard. So blue skies with bats, black skies with cats, just a good blender, a yellow to go with it, and then the mansion. So S005, we have 1 yards for $50, half yards for $25, and fat quarters for $19. And then we do have a fat quarter collection. Well, we have a fat quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, this one has, so this was the original fat quarter collection. I think that we've sold out of, we sold out of this sky one. That one was a good one. I think that they bought this one to do nativity scenes. So we do have a fat quarter collection that has 7 pieces. S119 is $25. S119 is $25, and that's for the 7 fat quarters. And we do have some of the yardage on the bolt still. S118, S118, and then the go with it kind of swirls and stars, S116, $11 a yard. And we do have some auctions today, girls and gentlemen. S117, S117 is $11. S117 is $11. And some of you guys might have gotten this the other day on Devon's internet website sale. So Devon does try to send out an email every once a week with a different fabric line on some kind of a discount. You just never know what. S115 is the mansions. S115 is the mansions. Northcott Fabrics at $11 a yard. And let's see here. So I found in the back, here at Fabric Chicks, if you've ever been here, you totally understand how we find things constantly. Things we didn't even know were lost sometimes are found. So I found a fat quarter bundle. This has... And I might have to break it up. I just didn't know a good way to break it up. So we might have to break it up for Wednesday. But for today, we're just doing it as the whole fat quarter bundle. So you might have to go take out a loan. Can we see 116 again? You certainly can. 116 right here. 116. Linda Holwagner, I did get an email back from the gal Mortensen for the Spellbound the Witch's Hat, and she is mailing me physical copies of the Witch's Hat pattern. So we should have those, I would say, probably within a week or so. Okay, this is, I only have one of these, and it comes in a fat quarter bundle like this, okay? So 37 fat quarters. So I'm pretty sure we're going to have to break it up, but one of you might want to just do a big Christmas project, or you might love these fabrics and you might want them to do multiple Christmas projects. So I've got it priced at $3 a fat quarter, which you know is a good price for fat quarters. So S120 is $120. So this is the panel that comes with the collection. So you could use this separately, or you could use it in the center of your panel or your quilt if you wanted, or you could cut it up and do, you could cut it up here and use these throughout the quilt. and log cabin it or do something different. You could really embellish it. You could put beads and bedazzle it. S120 is 37 fat quarters plus the panel. So we're going to show you the fat quarters real quick. Here's the panel. So you've got rain boots. This is a Moda collection, so very sweet. It's got kind of a gray colorway and a black colorway. The pickup trucks. I mean, if you can splurge on one thing, this might be it. Although it is a ton of fat quarters, you know they're all going to coordinate because they all came from the same collection. Look at how cute those little birds are. So S120 is the pickup trucks. Here is the cute little pickup trucks with snowflakes. So a lot of it you can use in Christmas, but you wouldn't well, that is definitely a holly leaf. So I would say it's Christmas all the way around, but very traditional Christmas. Look at how cute those galoshes are. You got snowflakes, checks, poinsettias, pine cones. So 37 fat quarters plus the panel. And the panel is super cute. So that is the whole collection by Moda. I believe Deb Strain is the designer. S120 is 37 fat quarters plus the panel. So 37 fat quarters plus the panel. And we'll put that over there. If you can't sleep tonight, you can always order it first thing in the morning. And then get ready. We've got some auctions. Phyllis, tonight is the guild meeting, isn't it? I got to make sure that I'm not late to the guild meeting. Okay, here is some fall yardage. We have oh, look at, I think the candle leaked on this. So I don't know if you can get that out. So you have 4 yards here. And so we're just going to do this as an auction. Starting at $10, you have 4 yards here. It does have a gold metallic through it. It's not hemmed. It's not hemmed on this. So the wrong side has no leaves. So you could use either side. The other side has kind of like foiled metallic leaves in it. There's one spot where there's about 4 candle drops of wax. So right here is where you've got the candle wax dropping. So I'm not sure if you wash it, if it will come out. So S124, 4 yards. You could do really fun. No, last Wednesday was the wine walk, or last Thursday. Thirsty Third Thursday was last Thursday, Sharon. S124, the auction is starting at $10. It's at $12. 124 is at $12. And then we have some cute placemats. S128 is at $2. You also could, these are they're hemmed, but you could use them and make, so 2 of them together and make a cute little fall bag, applique a leaf on it. Would be super cute. There's 4 of them there. 1, 2, I'm pretty sure 3, 4 placemats. They are square placemats, which is kind of different. S128 is starting at $2. You've got 4 placemats. S128, you have 4 placemats. S128, you've got 4 placemats. And then here is a bucket of I would use these for like gift bags, like reusable gift bags. I would just tie them for like Christmas presents. You've got quite a bit of this white one. You have several yards of. Sorry, Devin was on his phone. He wasn't paying.
You got them right here.
He wasn't keeping up with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Over 4.5 yards of this white rope. 4.5 yards of the white rope. You have a bigger piece of this red one, a smaller piece of this red one. These two red ones are about the same size, about 1/2 yard. And then I'd say about 1 yard of this red one. You've got some tan and black here of this, some tan and black of this, some pastel trims. You could sew that onto something for embellishing. I'd do a tote bag. And then you've got a couple of yards of this gold metallic one.
Is that really gold?
Silver metallic. Thank God Devin's paying attention. That's why I need you to focus. And then you've got a couple of pieces of this little one. If you were making like a big Santa, this could go like around his arms or his hat. Anyways, all of that rope stuff is S126 for $6. 126 for $6. Hey Nicole, it's good to see you. Okay, 126 is at $6. Okay, get your final bids in. We're gonna close these up because we literally have buckets and buckets of them. So get your bids in. We're gonna close these up. Make sure that there's nothing you want. If you want it, put in a bigger bid. 126 is at $6. 124 for the big 4 yards is at $14. 124 is at $14. And then 128 is at $5. 128 is at $5. 128. Okay. Sue a code for $5. And then 124 is Cindy S for $14. And I'm just gonna put this over here in Cindy's pile. And Sue, 126 for all of this rope. Super cute on Santa bags or whatnot. Do you have Sue's basket over there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, remember I put it over here. Okay. Here we have, for those of you who make dolls, I think this would be a fun one for you. This is like a little tassel. See how cute that tassel is? It would be like the perfect little like a flapper doll. All you got to do is do a head. You could do some arms. Super cute tassel for whatever you wanted to do. S127 is at $2. S127 is at $2 for the big, very big tassel. S1602. This is super cute. There is a few holes in it. I would probably cut it apart and use different parts of it. But this is here. Let me put this here so Devin can get a good look at it. This here, Candy, are you home already? So look at how cute this embroidery is. But you do have a little hole here and a little hole here. But you've got some great trims you can cut off and use for other things. There is a little, here's on the circle, you've got some more embroidery. Here is a little bit, I don't know if it's a stain or not, but then on this side, you've got quite a few holes. So you really are going to want to cut this up and use it for different things. Here's what it looks like on the back side. That's what the embroidery looks on the back side. Oh, good. Jackie was definitely going through withdrawals, Candy. Devin couldn't believe that you left Jackie. Okay, S1602 is starting at $5. 1602 is starting at $5. And 126. 126 is going to Jenny for $6. And then 127 is Candy for $3. Candy, I think you'll really like it. I had a hard time parting with this because I saw so many possibilities. Okay, 1602 is for the tablecloth. 1602 is for it's not a tablecloth. It's like a dresser scarf or table runner. S1602 is starting at $5. I mean, you could use it and put a plant on it, but I wouldn't personally. I would put it onto a jacket or a tote bag or some slow stitching. It would be great to add on to some slow stitching. Or you could use this. I don't know if you guys remember, Kathy Holden did a sample when she came to our retreat. And she's like the queen of slow stitching and collage mixed. She put a bunch of little pieces from her fabric line on top of like a hanky or a little like end table scarf, basically a little square one, but then she collaged all around it, but then kept the lace intact. So she just she would just incorporate this into it and then cover up the bad spots. So that would also be another oh, they're going to arm wrestle for it. Well, whoever gets to it first, I think. Okay, S1602 is for a hand embroidered table scarf or table runner. This is, we have quite a few of these, but this one I thought would be great for using as a base for upcycling. You can literally use this. It is a tablecloth, so it's all hemmed, but it's ginormous. So see how big it is? And it is all finished, but I think you could use it to collage on top of for a jacket or a vest. I think it would be a great base. It's already finished, so you wouldn't necessarily have to line it if your stitching was good, and it's a good weight. So for a vest, sometimes you don't really want it to get too thick, or even a skirt. If you wanted to do something fun for a skirt, this would be a great base layer. So it is a bunch of fabric here, or you could just use it as a tablecloth, which is what it was meant for. So very big table or several outfits. S123, the auction is starting at $10. S123, the auction is starting at $10. If you're coming to Quilt Show Reno, we for sure want to know about your outfits because we're going to have a fashion stage like we did last year, and we will have the 3 o'clock Create It, Dream It, Create It, Share It event where we have a purple carpet for you to come up and show. If you don't want to come up and show yourself, Devin will model it for you. He was an excellent model for all of the outfits last year. He sold a lot more patterns off of his back than I did when I wore the jacket. S123 is $10. 123 is $10. You can use it as a tablecloth, which it was meant for, or you could cut it up into placemats and then applique on top of it. It's a great summery color, Easter color, butter yellow, just a great neutral, but it's a great weight of fabric. And I know in today's times, we're all kind of looking for different things that are inexpensive so that we can save our money. So when we do find something that we want to buy, newer fabrics that we want to buy, we can splurge a little bit. So always looking at how we can upcycle. S1602. He does have glitzy shoes to wear, Jackie. I am waiting for him to put them on and model them for us. I think he took them home though, so we'll have to get him to bring them back to the shop. S1602, Stephanie. This would be super cute, like a to cut it and use it for like a doll dress or a doll apron. It'd be super cute. Stephanie, $5. Okay, 1602 is Stephanie for the tablecloth. 123. The auction is at $10. 123. The auction is at $10. I know I'm gonna do something with this and then and show you guys how to use all these tablecloths. I can see a lot of different ideas. Okay, here are 2 skeins of yarn, super nice. I believe you can get them at Walmart or Joann's, I don't know. But Red Heart, 2 skeins, S122. The auction is starting at $5. 122. The auction is starting at $5. What time is 122? The auction is starting at $5. Does your watch not tell you what time it is? Oh. Okay. You're using my thing and I left my watch at home. It doesn't tell me what time it is. Oh, there you go. Okay. Oh, we got 11 more minutes. Okay. Okay, so then we have, what is in here? I'm not even sure what's in these bags. Okay, here is S121. I love those fall colors. Here is 4 more placemats. I think these would be just a great, it's like double-sided. So they're pretty thick. I think these would be fun to applique. Even if you, okay, hang on a second. I'm just going to show you because you guys are all going to need this. I don't want to pull it off the wall. S121 is $4. Hang on a second because I know sometimes you need some ideas. Just wait right there. Okay, so you can totally applique from scratch a flower or a collage or a butterfly on here, or you could cut out from this panel here. You could cut out, hang on a second. So just to give you an idea, you could applique something like this onto your purple. Hang on a second. I'm going to move this out of the way so you can really see what I'm saying. So there's 4 of these placemats here, but they're kind of boring, although they're a great purple color. But you could take something like this and applique onto here. I would probably, because there's more than 4 of these little photos, I might take something from these other ones or some butterflies and then collage it onto here. I could see a lot of fun things. You could be creative. It could keep you busy relatively inexpensively for a long time. But I would say just wash these up. I would wash them just because who knows where they've been. And then I would applique something fun on them. S121 is at $4. 121's at $4. And we do have Riri on YouTube bidding $4. So if you want it, you need to bid more than $4. Here is the panel I just showed you. We're doing, well, let's do it at $10 in case we inspired you and you now need this panel I was showing you. S130 with some trim around it. If you sewed one of these on here and then some trim around the outside, you could really do some cute stuff. 121. I have Riri and Jenny Duarte on Facebook. I have 2 of you at $4 for the placemats. If you want this panel, S130 is $10. S130 is $10. S130 is $10. There's a lot of different blocks here that you could do a lot of fun things with. You could put some interfacing and then a backing and use it as a pocket on a tote bag. You could do quick and easy tote bags and just use these to sparkle it up, make it fun. S130, if you've got anybody who loves hummingbirds, turtles, tree of life, dragonfly, butterflies, just a fun, kind of a calming panel. S130 is $10. 130 is $10. And let's see here. Let's close these up. 141. 121 is at $4. 121 is at $4. The yarn I think is Mary Lou for $5. Mary Lou, I almost kept these for my yarn collection upstairs for, I don't know why I have a yarn collection, but I love yarn. Embellishing and different things. Okay, Sharon, we'll see you on Wednesday. I'm excited to see you. Okay. 1, 2, 3. No takers on that on the yellow tablecloth. I'm gonna have to figure out something fun to do with it. Okay, 121. 121 is going to Riri for $4. And let's see. One of these days I'm going to learn how to knit. I know I'm lying to you. I'm never going to knit. I tried it once, maybe twice. I'm too tense. So I knitted and like it was so tight that it was like a Barbie outfit. It was horrible. It was horrible. Someday I'll learn how to relax. Okay, here is, I have a huge tub of linens and things. So I don't know if you guys are into linens. S103, the auction is starting at $3. So S103 is starting at $3. I am not sure what this is, but I'm going to say probably a tablecloth. A lot of these linens need to be washed or laundered. So it's for a big oval tablecloth. A big oval tablecloth. So if you have a huge oval tablecloth, S103 is starting at $3. S103 is starting at $3. Sometimes it's fun to even layer your tablecloths. You know, put one on and then put one on kind of cockeyed across it so that you have 2 or 3 tablecloths on. Just gives it a kind of a fun look. S103 is starting for $3. 103 is $3. 103 is $3, and that's what the lace looks like. Here, let me pull it back so you can kind of see what the lace looks like. S103. I mean, the lace alone is worth $3. S103 is $3. S103 is $3. Here, Devin showed me how to see the clock. We can't go late today because I have to get to the guild meeting. Okay, let's see. What is this? Oh, okay. Here, this is a fun one. If you want to finish an already started project, S12. S12 is starting at $5. So it literally looks like you just need to put a binding on it or something. So it's a double-sided, kind of like, I mean, here, I gotta put it on the floor so I can. I would kind of square it off right now. It's a little bit rounded at the top. I don't, if you can see that, it's a little bit rounded at the top. So I think it's like supposed to go over a window, maybe. Maybe it's supposed to go over a window. But the crazy thing is, it's already appliqued down. So it's already appliqued down here. But then look at the other side. I almost think I would cut it up and use it for different things because I don't have any place where this weird shape would fit. But here is the other side. It's like a collaged garden. So super cute. You could just cut it and make it a table runner. I would kind of straighten off the top because I wouldn't need that edge. But it's all appliqued down. You could cut it into pillows. You could make tote bags with it. All kinds of fun things you could do with it. S12 is $5. The auction is starting at $5. S12, the auction is starting at $5. You could, oh, it's not even sewn together. So you really have two projects. Oh, I should have auctioned these off separately. S12, you actually have two projects. It is not sewn together. I think it was meant to be sewn together. I think maybe for a window, a front window, so that it would be pretty on the outside also. If I am picturing Joan's house right, I think she does have like a kind of a arched window that was huge. So I bet you that's what this was for. I would cut it up into a bunch of little projects, honestly. I'd put it to good use. Tote bags, all kinds of fun things. So you get two unfinished projects because you don't have enough of your own. S12 is starting at $5. S12 is starting at $5. S12 is starting at $5. And let's see what we've got. I've got Sharon Weber is at $7. Kathy Valdez is at $9. Oh, Kathy, this would be a great one to do to finish up for donating. Okay, 103. 103. I think we've got Cindy at $3. Cindy at $3. Hey, have any of you guys gone to the Whatnot app? The Whatnot app, it's like weird, crazy auctions. Sometimes I feel like we got so many auctions, we got to start trying something different. And so somebody told me about that. It looked a little bit crazy though, like even crazier than us. Okay, S12 is at $10. S12 is at $10. S12 is at $10. 1, 2, 3. We have no takers for this. We'll have to do this for something else. S12 is at $10. S12 is at $11. Get your final bids in because we got to run to the guild show, the guild meeting. I'll report back on how exciting it is because they do have a guest speaker tonight. So I'm not sure who the guest speaker is, but I'll report back and tell you how amazing it was. Okay, get your final bids in. S12, giving you a couple of seconds. S12, going once, going twice. Kathy for $11. That was like the deal of the day for sure. Okay, we love you guys. We're gonna work hard at there are still 4-H community clubs just saying they would need a leader. Cindy, that is the truth. We need volunteers for everything nowadays, but we do have a 4-H extension office here in town, but I don't ever hear of activities happening. I know that animals are really still strong because they do the animals in 4-H and then they go into FFA, but I'm not sure about I'm not sure about sewing. Anyways, that's all we have for today. We will see you guys on Wednesday at 4. Have a good couple days. Go